joining me on this incredible winter hike. I'll be walking through some stunning winter scenery, we'll identify some trees, and we'll look at the problems that arose when a concrete dam was built along Scanlon Creek. Near the end of the video, we'll visit two very special trees. Wow, what a day to be out for a hike. It has snowed quite a lot this week, and today is sunny, and the trail is gorgeous with all of the snow on the trees. I'm very excited. Scanlon Creek Conservation Area has 2 levels. The road and parking are at the top, and there are some trails there too. But the most interesting part is down in the valley, which is where I am going now. A lot of people go away for the winter to places like Mexico or something, and there's certainly an appeal to that, but for me, I have no interest in going. Why would I go somewhere really warm and miss all this beautiful winter? I really like winter. Let's do a quick check of the map. I started off on this green trail, the Evergreen Trail. This is where the trail is closed, so I will continue on in this direction with the goal of hiking around the big loop. One thing that's really great in the winter is the light. Because of where the sun is in the sky in the winter, it is completely different lighting in the forest than in the summer. Sorry to keep repeating myself, but I just cannot get over how beautiful it is out here. We already walked through a bright cedar forest, and now I'm entering a dark cedar forest. Not too much light gets in through the thick canopy. Actually, I've used my snowshoes out here today. And I just heard the beep beep of a chickadee, which was sitting on a branch in the snow. I should remember to bring my birdseed with me. That would be a great idea. I've been admiring this winter beauty too much, I think, because I have found myself on a trail that I did not intend to take. It is the Chickadee Trail, and it has come out on a road here. I'm not sure where I am. I should have taken a picture of the map with my phone, but I'll head back until I get somewhere I do recognize. Aha! It was at this really pretty little bridge that I went wrong. And I remember thinking, I'm just going to cross this bridge and see what there is on the other side. And, well, I just kept going. So, note to self, do not get drawn in by gorgeous nature and go the wrong way. A quick check of the map. I actually went so far out of my way. I walked back, and now I'm going this way. It seems this trail is also closed. Oh, I like this. We are at the start of a forest of eastern hemlocks. At first, they look like the cedars we have been seeing, but take a look at the bark. It's dark, grooved, and not shaggy and peeling like the bark on a cedar tree. The leaves of the hemlock are small and dark green, while the cedar leaves are made up of very small scales. The underside of the hemlock leaves have distinct white lines. It is quite a large hemlock forest along this trail, and that makes me happy because I love eastern hemlocks. This is really a giant tree, and yes, I can see some leaves up there, and they definitely look like oak leaves. What a beautiful tree. The trees are so large in here. They must be very protected to be able to grow for so many years. There used to be a pond right here, created by a concrete dam on the creek. The dam and pond caused some problems. The pond warmed up the creek water, and this reduced water quality. Also, the dam blocked the migratory route for fish, so they were not able to swim upstream to spawn. To fix these problems, the pond was drained. The creek formed a natural reroute around the dam. In the past, we may have used concrete to build retaining walls for the new creek, but instead, the banks of the new creek were reinforced with natural materials, like cut branches and root wads. This will allow the creek to change naturally over time. You can still see the old dam from the bridge. There's a building beside what used to be the pond, and it's called the boathouse. I am going to take the blue Kingfisher Trail up the hill by the boathouse, but first I want to go along the Evergreen Trail. There are a couple of trees that I want to show you. Alright, now this is one that I remember. This is an eastern white pine, and it sort of looks as if it might have been several trees that have now all joined together. This pile of wood used to be a floating boardwalk across the pond, but it has been removed now that the area is regenerating along the creek. I see another interesting tree I wanted to show you. This is a yellow birch and an eastern hemlock twisted around each other. I'm wondering if maybe both of them were using the same nurse stump, a place where their seeds both germinated and grew together. I am going to retrace my steps back to the boathouse and then climb up out of this valley. What goes down must go up again when the parking lot is at the top of the hill. At the top of the hill is a large picnic area with a play section. When our kids were little, their favorite thing was to climb on this rock. They have a wind phone here too. It is for all who grieve to send messages on the wind and hopefully find some peace surrounded by nature. One more look at the map where I'll show you my recommended route. The darkened area on this map is down the hill into the valley. The only winter parking is at P2, and they are building a new nature center near this parking. When I was there in December 2025, there was no cost for parking or hiking. So this is what I recommend for 3 kilometers. Start at the head of trails and follow the Chickadee Trail, then the Kingfisher Trail, and climb back up the hill on the Evergreen Trail. If you prefer the maps that are out on the trail, start at post 1 and follow these posts to complete the 3-kilometer loop. And of course, there are lots of other trail options for a longer hike.